on in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The players have started, and we have Papaku saying, "Go, go, Pascal." So Pascal has at least one person online cheering for him, and probably also the Game Boy people like Tony and Tolstoy in the background cheering for him as well. Pascal was one of the people who qualified online, because we had the in-person qualifications on Friday. That made doing them online for some people just a much better choice. Especially if you can only arrive by Saturday, of course. And I feel like the music could be a bit louder if I see it correctly. That's just a wild guess though, maybe you can check it. Yeah, I'm just basing it on this here, yeah. Probably a bit better balance. Can you? Okay, so let's try to make sure that it's here. Best. Oh. So maybe I was a bit mistaken as well. Let's just try to make sure that the sound mixing is good. But yeah, we have 45 for Cousin, 47 for Vicky. Vicky in a small lead here. And we have 33 for Zerbaib against now 82 for Pascal. Pascal having 1.5, 2.5 Tetris. And Fury also is saying go, go, Pascal. So Pascal has 2 people cheering him on. So yeah, Pascal showing us, yeah, thank you guys, we love you. Also Mark here in person also saying, yeah, go, Pascal, go, go. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere that we want. So is there any French person here who could cheer for Zerbaib as well, so that it's not just one-sided? Oh, I don't see any French person who isn't playing Tetris or doing other important stuff, so I guess Zerbaib doesn't have anyone cheering for him. Ah, there. So Pascal in a 4 Tetris lead, so amazing opening here for Pascal. Because Pascal does play a lot of Game Boy, for example, so he is well used to Tetris. He's been playing Game Boy for a long time. Whereas Zerbaib is one of the Trackmania players in the chat, well in the room. So he is used to playing in tough positions, but probably not that used to playing in person Tetris tournaments. Vicky has played before, yeah, so I believe that's Cousin. Point was you have a 1.5 Tetris lead currently to Cousin. 119 against 87, Cousin just got the next Tetris in. Vicky is close to being cleaned up once again. Pascal has some slight issues here in the stack, is quite high, still like 5 Tetrises ahead, so pace-wise quite good here for Pascal. Yeah, so 95k, bit of cleanup that he needs to do. But Zerbaib also needs to burn a few lines before he is able to go for Tetrises. And thanks to the raid for Egu, and we have Duole Dummy also saying, go handsome Swiss man. And Zerbaib saying, go French team. So there's at least one French guy cheering for all of the French people here. So shout out to Zerbaib for being a team player for the French team. Actually, it's a team because they're on the same side. Vicky being a bit high here, once perfect LT from the left side, which means he should be able to get out of this quite easily now. But we have a drought of the long bar here for column 3. Long bar came one piece today, so a bit of cleanup here. And yeah, Pascal is close to being able to go for standard Tetrises again. And it was only like a Tetris that Zerbaib was able to catch up, so still like a 4 Tetris lead here to Pascal. Vicky is high once again. Well, her stack is high, which means she needs to burn out of this. It's gonna be a bit tougher. Especially as we are only about 20 lines away from the level 16 transition. So the transition to level 18 speed, at which the game does become much faster. Still manageable, of course, for the S players. But yeah, no, Vicky doesn't get there. She tops out at 128, which means game number 1 does go to Cousin. It is now 1-0 for Cousin. In the bottom match between Zerbaib and Pascal, both players are in a clean position here. We have 141 against 218. So it's big lead still for Pascal, up to 95k again, so 4.5 Tetris lead. Next Tetris to Zerbaib. And we are just a few lines, 4 lines away from the transition here. We have also started the second game between Cousin and Vicky. Okay, so Zerbaib was able to catch up a tiny bit, transition at 182. 3.5 Tetris lead to Pascal, so about a Tetris that Zerbaib got closer to Pascal. As we have the next Tetris going on. Yeah, so 16. Well, 18 speed shouldn't be an issue for Zerbaib and Pascal here. Level 19, there's a high chance that level 19 is where they will top out. Yeah. And bottom match we can see Vicky needing to burn, we can see Cousin needing to burn because they're getting the bar for the body dependency. Now the body dependency. No, not the body dependency on the left side, just a bit of cleanup for Cousin that he needs to do. And Mark, can I help you? Okay, Mark can't be helped any longer. And Zerbaib topping out at 217, which means Pascal can secure the first game. It is 1-0 for Pascal as well as 1-0 for Cousin, but Cousin just topped out. I was doing the hard here for Pascal, so Vicky needs to chase down just a few thousand points. Top out for Vicky, which means Vicky also gets a point. So it is 1-1 between Cousin and Pascal. I guess we can do a simul start then, which means we start both matches at the same time. So, looks like Zerbaib and Pascal are ready. And Vicky and Cousin are ready as well. So let's start the next countdown in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So we are in game number 2 between Zerbaib and Pascal, as well as game number 3 between Cousin and Vicky. Let's see if Zerbaib and Pascal can once again get to level 19, or basically 19. But Pascal opening in a bit tougher board, getting the tag, but still a lot that he will need to clean up that will allow Zerbaib to get a big lead in. Assuming, of course, that Pascal does even manage to get out of this situation. Yeah, he's getting a few burns in. He's getting low on the stack. Not perfect bar, but it's acceptable. LJP is here on the left side. LJP should hopefully fall down soon, or long bar as well, of course. So LJ dependency and a bar dependency. A bar dependency filled in. LJ dependency on the right side here for Pascal. Doesn't get the green S piece over, which means Pascal is gonna top out at 8k. And we also have a 1-1 between Zerbaib and Pascal. So Zerbaib topped out as well, 1-1. And it looks like the first matches on stream 2 have already finished. So yeah. And Zerbaib asking to clarify how many games you play, as I believe Shuichi just explained you play best of 5, which means you need to win 3 games in order to win the match. And both players are ready, so let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 15 once again. We're seeing a lot of 15 here in the early rounds. I believe that as we get higher and higher, like next round we have the top 8, so 4 to 8. We should be able to see some more 18 starts as well, as the players get more and more comfortable playing 18. We'll get a ton of Tetrises in. between Cousin and Vicky. It's an 80k lead here to Vicky, so Vicky in a nice position here. And Pascal getting 2 Tetrises, 100% Tetris rate compared to the 50% Tetris rate of Zerbaib. So if that continues to stay the same until the end, then Pascal would win by a mile. But realistically speaking, as you can see, 80% Tetris rate, but also 29 only on Zerbaib. So currently looking quite nice for Pascal, having a 1.5 Tetris lead. And he has 6 Tetris lead, 120k, a 112k lead here to Vicky. Next Tetris into 131. So amazing position here for Vicky. And Zerbaib topped out, which means Pascal wins game number 3. And next up will be match point for Pascal. Between Cousin and Vicky, it's now up to a 7.5 Tetris lead for just a few seconds for Vicky. So yeah, Vicky in a nice position at a nice 69 lines. Next Tetris going to Cousin. But yeah, Cousin at this point needs to hope that something will happen to Vicky. Because if Vicky manages to play like this until the end, if she just continues to survive until 19, she has pretty much won game number 3 here. And the match point in favor of Pascal has just started. And also for the players here, if you want to qualify for the Game Boy tournament, you can just do that. You go to the table where Tony and the crew shirt from CTEC last year is sitting and join that. So we have Zerbaib in a bit of a troublesome situation, which is good for Pascal, as we know he's the handsome man. And we have a few more funny messages here in the chat saying, so Pascal loves his mountains too much, so he just built one. And then they reply, he even tops out with a smile. Exactly what you need. Pascal is an amazing guy. As we said before, handsome man. No, he's shaking his head, he doesn't agree. Okay. Also, welcome to the chat, Tien Rain saying, Puzzle Blitzes are playing off. I believe that's in Nestrus Champs. Not Nestrus Champs, Nestrus.org. The new site where you can do like online Tetris, Edo games and stuff like that. Haven't looked too deeply into it, to be fair. But it looks like quite the interesting page. Vicky on level 16, 374, Cousin at 2A position, topping out at 244, which means Vicky gets 2-1. So yeah, Vicky is winning game number 3. It continues to play, as she's in quite a nice position here, 417. Apparently her PB is like 520, so she's a bit off. But maybe she can get at least 420, the meme score. 420? Yeah, 420, Vicky. Now it's okay to top out. And that's exactly what she did. So yeah, 2-1 for Vicky. Next up, it's gonna be match point for Vicky. Zerbaib is in a quite high position, but he's getting a few burns. And next up, he wants a bar for Skill 9. He does get the bar. Triple for Zerbaib. And Pascal is in a 6.5 Tetris lead here. Desla's on Zerbaib's side, which means Pascal manages to win game number 4. And we have 3-1 for Pascal. GG's to Pascal for winning and continuing to stay in the losers round. Next up, he's going to play in losers round number 2. And Zerbaib is now out of the tournament. The first person that we've seen to get out. Yeah, we won the match point for Vicky as well, so let's transition over to that. So that we can get a nice big look here at these amazing players. On the left, Cousin, and on the right, Vicky. Ma, can you wave? You're on TV, you're famous now. Yeah, we have a few people in the background. And Gunther just returned. Maybe he got some stuff. Looks like he got some stuff here.
Ja, von so nice.
In this game it is 64 for Cousin against 50 for Vicky, which means we have a nice lead here for Cousin. For about a Tetris that is now down to a tiny lead for Vicky. So yeah, it's neck and neck between Cousin and Vicky, exactly what we love to see, as that means both players will need to play to the best of their potentials. None of them can relax. We will now do the second, third, and as Zerbaib is saying, it is neck and neck between these two players, exactly. Now that it is in favor of Vicky of about 3/4 of the Tetris. And now it's over Tetris lead here in favor of Vicky, which means Vicky now is an actual lead and it's no longer a neck and neck lead. Nearly a 2 Tetris lead now for Vicky here, as both players are trying to set up for the next Tetris here. For Vicky that means leaning a bit. For Cousin that just means now getting the bar into Tetris. And one more here. Yeah, so about 1.5 Tetris lead here does continue to be the same. And we have someone saying, go, go, Cousin and Vicky. So someone cheering for both of these players, meaning they just want to see them play the best that they can. So hopefully we can see a win for Cousin in this game and then a decider. Also good point here by Summer. Who's got the best neck game? Cousin's neck isn't basically not visible, which means Vicky kinda wins by default. And here also, if you take a look at the Matcherino, we are currently at $170, so huge thanks to all of you who supported the Matcherino. And I will need to find the Matcherino here. As there should have been a few more contributions that I sadly missed. So let me take a look at the Matcherino while we are still on level 15 and both players having clean stack with about a Tetris detail currently to Cousin. So we've had a $32 contribution by Summer saying good luck and fun to all players. Huge thanks to Summer for the $32 contribution. Thanks for supporting the tournament, and I hope that you have an amazing time watching the early rounds here at CTWC France. And we also had Zerbaib saying good luck everybody. Oh, and Shuichi, apparently you win the neck game. You have the best neck Yes, that's what the chat agreed on. So yeah, I had him come over for that. And Vicky tapped out here, which means it's a 2-2-2. And we are thanks to losses here. So it's 2-2-2 between Cousin and Vicky. So next up, it is match point between Cousin and Vicky. Whoever wins the next game will win the match and continue to be in the lower bracket here at CTWC Paris 2025. So players, are you ready? I hear yeses. So let's start their decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! So this is the last time we're gonna see one of these two players play a game on stream here this weekend, or at least a match. Maybe they're gonna play some other stuff in between where we just stream, not sure, but the last time they will play a match here at the CTWC 2025 Paris Regional. And we can see Cousin starting with an early lead here. Got a second Tetris in, while Vicky only got one. Vicky avoiding the long body dependency in column 5, but instead now having one in column 1. Putting the DPs to the right instead of going for one extra long body dependency. Long body dependency in column 1. Early shift of that O piece. I feel like a misprint of that green S piece here, so a bit of burning that Vicky will have to do there. And Cousin actually fell behind by about a Tetris now, 0.8 of a Tetris. That Vicky is in the lead. Cousin is set up for the next Tetris, just waiting for the bar here. Vicky is still in the cleanup process. And the bar doesn't fall down. We see the route counter at the bottom. 16, 17 pieces the route here currently for Cousin. Getting the final bar, finally getting the bar Tetris to Cousin. Vicky is now clean, able to go for the standard well, and is neck and neck. 65 against 66. Now we have the next Tetris to Cousin. Cousin a bit under Tetris ahead. Vicky had to go for 2 small holes in the stack here, so a bit of cleanup that she will have to do now. Next Tetris going to Cousin. 104 for Cousin against 69 for Vicky. And we have Fury on the chat saying, Paris is truly the city of eternal Tetris. Have a good day everyone there and in chat. Thanks, and hope that you have an amazing time yourself. Yeah, the lead is now up to nearly a 3 Tetris lead here in favor of Cousin. So Cousin in a nice position here, 127 against 74. Cousin also set up for the next bar and gets the Tetris into 148. 148 here for Cousin against Vicky, who's still cleaning this up. Vicky has had a long digging situation here in this game, which has put her into an 3.5 Tetris deficit. Oh, and you can see me on stream. Hello, I'm the blue guy waving at the camera. You can see now Cousin also burning a few lines as we're in the second half of level 18 here in game number 5, the decider between these two players. And yet Pampaku Cousin is totally locked in. He's focusing on the game and it feels like he doesn't even see anything else. And that's exactly what you need in a stressful situation like this. Yeah, Cousin is in quite a tough position. Doesn't get the bar over to the left. He can still get something over, but he needs to build up the right side as well. Next bar, he's not trying to get it over. He could have quick tapped it. Hangs the next piece, hangs something on top. and is topping out here at 163. So Vicky's score is 164, 164. That is quite doable to get here. You could even line it out if you are comfortable playing on level 19. If she isn't, then of course you can also just go for a bit of Tetrises on level 15 and 18 speeds. There's only 2.5 Tetrises left to go, which if singled out is about 50 lines, so barely above what you get without a Tetris. But it also means that Vicky only needs one Tetris to be in a position where she can get the game and match win before level 19. So let's see if Vicky can do it. Only 7 lines left to go here on level 15 speeds. Avoided the setup for Tetris here. Maybe she didn't see the next box here for the 2 long bars. But there's exactly 40k. And here's the Tetris to Vicky. Less than the Tetris left to go, so only about 20 lines, which is just before the transition. Lined out, so Vicky now has 0 pressure on her shoulders. Just line it out. That's all you need to do. Going for clean burns. It's getting a bit high on the stack. Nice double now. Yeah, just slowly but surely clean it, or like burning the lines here. It's now level 17, the toughest to play color screen if you don't get into glitch colors. Okay, she's not taking anything under that blue S piece. It's getting quite high in the stack now. It's getting a single. Nice. Half a Tetris left to go that she needs to catch up. She lost this here and tops out, which means Zerbaib wins game number 5. And we have a 3-2 for Cousin here. Well played. And that means one more French guy stays in. And also thanks to Cos Indie for the raid of 9 people. And yeah, Vicky for her first performance in an NTSC in-person tournament performed quite well here. Huge GG's there.